Hello, everyone. I'm doing this over because apparently the sound wasn't working and I've got messages that I can be heard now. So I wish I had a moderator who could help me with these kinds of things because I didn't even know that you couldn't hear me. And I found out why, but that is too late for the time being. So anyway, again, this Court of Fraud was written by Thinker2, and I'm going to go through it and read it as if I was as him, the way some of it's written. But I also would like to re-mention the idea of the disclaimer: employing this strategy may get you arrested because criminals don't like exposure and are frequently in denial. So this is how Thinker2 would like this presented. When my name is called by the man in the black robes, judge, I say, objection, Captain, assumes facts not in evidence. I say captain because this judge is holding court on a pirate ship estate. A state is not a physical thing. A state is an idea in your mind, state of mind. The state of Arizona, 1877, is a legal fiction. It's a corporation on paper, not a physical thing. Arizona, 1912, is a geographical location in southwest of North America, physical place. See the difference between state of Arizona and Arizona. Arizona is the geographical location. State of is a legal fiction. And this is how they hoodwink us in many ways. So, what facts are not in evidence, asks the captain. That I will receive a fair trial. I see your imaginary ship. A courtroom is imaginary ship with the captain of the ship presiding. It's a trick of deception for your mind because fraud eviscerates everything. I see you have summoned the dead, John Doe. Am I expected to play dead? And all capitalized name signifies not living, to include corpse, dead body, corporation, person, slave, death row, legal fiction. That's what they want you to say that you are. And I see you want me to prove a negative, not guilty. I learned a long time ago that you can't prove a negative. You can prove that you did something, but it's the devil to prove you didn't do something. Interesting how that works, isn't it? I see you have no victim. No victim equals no crime. For a crime to occur in common law, there must be an injured party or victim. A legal fiction, state of mind, cannot be a victim in reality. It does not exist. Again, I see you have no victim. For a crime to occur in common law, there must be an injured party. A legal fiction is a state of mind, cannot be a victim in reality. So when the state of charges you with something, it doesn't make any sense in the reality. I see your pirate flag. What do you think is a pirate flag? A flag with gold fringe is a captured flag. A pirate flag, the people flying it are not your government. Pirates fly flags of nations because they have no nation and seek to deceive people who do. I see your Luciferian pole topper. Let me get that up too. The flagpole topper symbolizes the Antichrist, Apollo, and Lucifer. Luciferianism is a legion and violates the First Amendment. The eagle symbolizes the light bearer, which refers to Lucifer, and the sphere or swastika symbolizes the light, Apollo. And the German Nazis use this. And you see the crown, and you see the corona, and you see the eagle. And anyway, I see your black satanic robes. Black symbolizes Saturn and Satan. Meet Joe Black, 1998, is a movie about Satan. People wear black to funerals out of respect for their angel of death, Satan. Pirates wear black out of respect for their god. The Jolly Roger pirate flag symbolizes death, poison, Satan. Take no prisoners. Pirates do not take prisoners. They take hostages for ransom. So think about that next time you see the judge there in his ship of state. Okay. Then the next thing that is said to the judge is, are we on the sea or the land, admiralty or common law? Law is an acronym for land, common, air, trust, water, admiralty. Admiralty or maritime law is the law of the sea. And then Holy See, the god of the sea and pope is Poseidon, Neptune, Dagon, Antichrist. Common law is the law of the land. The Constitution is the law of the land, not the sea. Let me show you the sea. See, admiralty law, or sometimes called maritime law, is the distinct body of law, both substantive and procedural, governing navigation and shipping. The Constitution is the law of the land, not the sea. The Pope is the vicar of Christ on earth, is agent of Poseidon on land. Now, that is pictured here when you look at the Pope, the religious Mitri hat from Babylon. The priest of ancient Dagon is fish worship. Are you a member of the British Accreditation Registry, BAR? That is, the BAR is a foreign private corporation, British Accreditation Registry. They'll try to say, oh, it's American. No, it's not. Have you accepted a title of nobility? An esquire is the guy who carries the knight's weapons and armor. You and I would be the peasants in this caste system of feudalism. Let me show you what we're talking about. You see all the different royalty things for kingdoms, castles, you name it. See, we would be peasants. Okay. The next thing is, have you registered with the Foreign Agents Registration Act? All bar attorneys are supposed to do this, especially if they're an esquire, especially British Accreditation Registry. Foreign agents serving a foreign agenda are required to register with FARA. So few people register that David Straight advised President Trump to close the office, meaning that if esquires wanted to comply with the act, that option was no longer available. I'm not sure if that was done or not. Now, the next question that would be asked of the judge is, have you filed a lien against my MasterPeace trust? Criminal charges are listen to this. This is very important to watch this, how this works. Criminal charges are converted into statutes. Statutes are converted into bonds. Bonds are filed as liens against your MasterPeace trust. Your owners pay the pirate captain and the ship of state to apprehend disobedient slaves. Shall I go on? Are you a banker, administrator with a conflict of interest, money versus justice? There are no Article 3 judges in America. All judges are administrators, like bank clerks. Bank clerks serve the interests of the pirate Federal Reserve bankers. This creates a conflict of interest and offers no hope of justice or remedy. Next question for the captain of the ship. Will you profit from your decisions today? Pirate captains, the judge, receive a percentage of the funds collected by the court. This creates financial incentive for the captain to find you guilty. This makes the legal system an elaborate human trafficking system. Do you have judicial immunity? Not like kind, immunity versus people. All actions have consequences, whether we accept it or not. Basic concepts of contract law are violated. Governments and corporations cannot contract with people. This is why they want you to believe you're the all capital name. Basic concepts of contract law are violated by that. It makes it fraudulent. Governments and corporations cannot contract with people. That's very important to remember that. An entity with immunity has an advantage over people with no immunity. And who all has immunity here? Not only does a judge have immunity, but the cops have immunity too. How is that fair to we the people? It's not. Okay. So, that being said, your contempt for the law places me in contempt of your court. Criminals and hypocrites have no honor, Captain. Fraud eviscerates everything. So, we now have contempt of court. And that is the end of the article. And I actually had to go through it twice. That's one of the things that I said. Pudwacker's asking, I wonder what would happen if you went into court and you declare this. That's why we put a disclaimer at the beginning that be careful with this. If you try to do it, they could arrest you. I mean, I've had friends that have stood up and know this kind of information, and that's what they basically do. So that's a problem. Well, I hope everybody heard it this time. Anyway, that being said, I'd like to say this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And I hope you enjoy this information. You can go back to the article on Operation Disclosure. I will have it printed in, it's printed in the description. Okay. Now, there's one last thing that I'd like to show you that read to you is another thing. Exercising right looks like a runaway slave to slave owners. I can't post this on YouTube. This is Thinker2 talking. He gets banned all the time. All the checks you have written to the IRS, a private NGO, is forwarded to the private Bank of England. The Bank of England takes 40% cut and forwards 60% to the private Vatican Bank. In this way, our tax money is laundered into private hands. All the corporation, municipal, or otherwise are owned by private District of Columbia Corporation. All municipal governments and NGOs, IRS, CIA, FBI, DOJ, ATF, etc., are funded by private bankers. Taxpayer euphemism for slave. The term law enforcement officer is pre-Civil War euphemism for slave catcher. You can look this up on Wikipedia and see that to be true. I was rather surprised when I saw that. Now, one other thing that I think is important that's listed on this paper here is someone that responded to his article on the Operation Disclosure, and you can read what he said, thanking him for bringing up this conversation. But Thinker2 went on to say, well said, by what he said. He said, but this is, I want you to know this part. Do you know why cops want your state ID? I know. Your state ID is linked to your CESTQ via trust. This trust is used to fund municipal government, which is fascism. Present day, no history to it. Charges are made to statutes. Statutes are made to bonds. Bonds are made to lean on your trust. It is not you who funds your trust. It's your owners. Slave owners pay rewards for the return of their slaves. You have owners. They own you. George Carlin. You are a slave, Neo. The Matrix. The they refers to British bankers, because people always ask, well, who's they? The British bankers. They own us, basically, the way it is now, which is why the financial system is being taken down. Anyway, that's it for today, or for tonight. I'm going to have to cut this short and edit this video, because the first time I went through it, there was no sound, so I had to go through it again. So you can reach Thinker2 at Operation Disclosure. You can send him messages through there. He does get them, and he does respond to anyone who writes to him. So that being said, have a great evening. I hope you enjoyed this information, and we'll see you again soon.
Found our way. It's a brand new day, and we'll be making history. Are you with me? Won't you stay? We have come so far. This is who we are, and like the rising sun, we have just begun to play our part. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show our colors. We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers. Stronger than ever, never say never. Don't look back now, don't look back now. Control our fate. Destiny awaits. We are all the actors in the stories we create. Hope will be our guide. We'll no longer hide. When we roll like thunder, feel the wonder from inside. This is the time we form the chorus. Lift your voice for those before us. We can rely on one another. Feel the pride, let's show